Hello friends, welcome to Englitminds. Good morning to all of you. Today we will discussing on John Milton Part 3 Top 500 Most Important Series which can immensely help you crack your examination like TCT, PCT, UGC NET and other state examination. Let's begin without wasting time. Which 1924 play critics financiers who exploit ordinary people through speculation? Option A, The Skin Game. The Skin Game in 1924, as per mentioned by John Galsworthy, critiques the unethical practices of financiers and industrialists, particularly through the character of hornblower who exploit ordinary people via land speculation. It highlights the clash between old aristocracy and new rich profiteers. द स्किन गेम जॉन गैल्सवर्दी द्वारा लिखित एक नाटक है जो वित्त पोषकों और उद्योगपतियों की अनैतिक प्रथाओं की आलोचना करता है, विशेष रूप से हॉर्न ब्लोअर के चरित्र के माध्यम से जो साधारण लोगों का जमीन सट्टेबाजी के जरिए शोषण करता है। यह पुराने अभिजात वर्ग और नए धनिकों के बीच संघर्ष को दर्शाता है। द शो 1925 एंड द शो गैल्सवर्दी का नाटक प्रेस और पत्रकार की पाखंड की आलोचना करता है, न कि वित्त पोषकों और सट्टेबाजों का शोषण। एंड द फॉरेस्ट 1924 द फॉरेस्ट by Galsworthy explores colonial exploitation and human greed in Africa. And The Fugitive 1913 deals with personal and marital conflicts. Next, the show 1925 criticized which profession? Option A, politicians. Politicians are not focused. So, option A, politicians. Politicians are not the focus of the show. 1925 display critiques the sensationalism and hypocrisy of the press. Lawyers are not triggered in the show. The play satire as directed at journalists and their unethical reporting practices. Option C, journalist. The show 1925 by Galsworthy criticized journalists, portraying them as exploring personal tragedies or public consumption, reflecting media sensationalism. द शो गल्सवर्दी द्वारा लिखित नाटक पत्रकारों की आलोचना करता है जो व्यक्तिगत ट्रेजेडी को जनता के लिए शोषण करते हैं। यह मीडिया की सनसनीखेज को दर्शाता है। नेक्स्ट, द जॉय 1907 which character faces an emotional conflict due to love? Option A, Dick Martin. In Joy, Dick Martin, a young man, faces an emotional conflict due to his love for Joy, complicated by familial and societal pressures. जॉय में डिक मर्टन एक युवा जॉय के प्रति अपने प्रेम के कारण भावनात्मक संघर्ष का सामना करता है जो पारिवारिक और सामाजिक दबाव से जटिल है। जॉन बार्थविक, द सिल्वर walks. When published 1906. And Colonel Hope, A Family Man. A Family Man. 1921. And Ralph Builder is also a family man. 1921. Next, with 1911, play focuses on the issue of unhappy marriages. Option C, The Pigeon. The Pigeon by Galsworthy examines the struggle of unhappy marriage and societal outcast, focusing on human relationships. A Family Man, 1921, deals with family dynamics and patriarchal control. The Fugitive, 1913, explores marital discontent but was not written in 1911. It is a later work. Windows, 1922, explores post-war family tensions, not unhappy marriages, and the It Not from 1911. In The Fugitive, why does Cleve consider poisoning herself? Option C, she wants to escape an unhappy marriages. The Fugitive, 1913, Cleve considers poisoning herself to escape the misery of her unhappy marriages, reflecting her desperation. Next, A Family Man, 1921, portrays conflict between option C, parents and children. A Family Man, 1921, portrays a conflict between John Builder and domineering father and his daughters who rebel against his control, highlighting generational tensions. जॉन बिल्डर एक नियंत्रणकारी पिता और उनकी बेटियों के बीच संघर्ष को दर्शाता है जो उनके नियंत्रण के खिलाफ विद्रोह करती हैं। ये जनरेशनल तनाव को उजागर करता है। नेक्स्ट, हु इज द सेंट्रल कैरेक्टर इन अ फैमिली मैन? ऑप्शन ऑप्शन बी, जॉन बिल्डर। John Builder is the central character in A Family Man, 1921, a successful but authoritarian builder whose family conflicts drive to narrative. William Falder, Justice, 1910. Not a family man. Christopher Wilwin, 1912. The Pigeon. And Colonel Hope in Joy. Next, The Pigeon, 1912, critiques with societal institution. Option C, charity organizations and shelter homes. The Pigeon, 1912, critiques the superficiality and inefficiency of charity organizations and shelter homes through Christopher Welwyn's interaction with societal outcasts. The prison system is justice. 1910. Next, who is the main character in The Pigeon? Option B, Christopher Welwyn. Christopher Welwyn is the main character in That Pigeon, 1912, a compassionate artist who struggles with the limit of charity. Next, William Falder is the Justice, 1910. Windows 1922 revolves around a woman named Faith who, option B, kills her illegitimate child. In Windows, Faith, a troubled young woman, kills her illegitimate child, an act that drives the play exploration of mortality and redemption. Next, what happens to Faith in Windows after she is released from the prison? Option C, no one sympathizes with her. After her release from prison in Windows 1922, Faith encounters a lack of sympathy from those around her, reflecting society's harsh stance on her crime. Next, the Move 1914 explores the conflict between option B, idealists and warmongers. The Move 1914 explores the conflict between idealists represented by Stephen Moore, who oppose war, and warmongers, who support Militarism. Next, who is the central character in the mob representing an idealist? Option C. Stephen Moore. William Falder in Justice is the protagonist. 1910. Justice. And Michael Strangway is a central figure. A bit of love. 1915. Stephen Moore, The Mob. 1914. And D. Colonel Hope, The Mob. No. So option C is correct answer. In A Bit of Love, 1914, what happens to the idealist protagonist? Option C. He faces oppression and persecution. Michael Strangway, the idealist curate in A Bit of Love, 1915, faces oppression and persecution from his village for his unconventional compassion and personal struggles. A Bit of Love में माइकल स्ट्रैंगवे एक आदर्शवादी पादरी अपनी अपरंपरागत करुणा और व्यक्तिगत संघर्षों के लिए अपने गांव से उत्पीड़न और अत्याचार का सामना करता है. नेक्स्ट, लॉयल्टीज इज अ प्ले अबाउट ऑप्शन बी रेशियल प्राइड एंड सोशल कन्वेंशंस. लॉयल्टीज युद्ध के पारिवारिक जीवन पर प्रभाव पर केंद्रित नहीं है. यह सामाजिक पूर्वाग्रहों और निष्ठाओं की जांच करता है. Loyalty does not focus on war effects on family life. It examines social prejudice and social loyalties instead. Next, which character in loyalties is concerned only with retrieving his stolen money? Option A, Jacob Titson. B, Ronald Dancy. C, Charles Windsor. Option D, D. Lewis. So option D is correct answer. Okay, friends. Loyalties 1922 by John Galsworthy. This play is all about social tensions, racial prejudice, and yes, a theft. Now, who obsessed with getting his stolen money back? Let's break down Jacob Tetson. He is a solicitor. Think of him as a legal eagle. His job is to sort out the mess, not chase the cash out. Ronald Dancy, oh poor Dancy. He is the accused thief, busy defending his honor. Money, not his worry. No. Christopher Charles Windsor. Windsor's the host, more into keeping up appearance with his aristocratic pulse. Cash isn't his focus. Pass. D. Lewis, bingo. Fraudulent Lewis, the Jewish outsider, gets his money stolen and won't it go. He's all about justice and his case. DeLewis is the victim here, and his single-minded pursuit of his money drives the plot. DeLewis, desperate for loot. DeLewis चोरी का शिकार है और वह अपने पैसे वापस पाने का जुनून रखता है। यही उसकी कहानी को दर्शाती है। नेक्स्ट, स्ट्राइफ depicts the struggle between answer B, the capitalist and labor classes. Strife, Galsworthy's hard-hitting take on industrial unrest. What is the big fight here? The monarchy and the people. Monarchy where isn't a royal drama. It is a factory floor showdown. Wrong. Aristocrat and new money. The capitalist and labor. Yes. John Anthony and the capitalist boss lacks horn with David Roberts and labor leader over a strike classic class. Strife is Galsworthy's spotlight on the eternal capitalist labor thug of the war. Strife strike between capital and labor. स्ट्राइक पूंजीपतियों जॉन एंथनी और श्रमिक डेविड रॉबर्ट्स के बीच हड़ताल का एक संघर्ष है, शुद्ध वर्ग युद्ध। Who is the chairman of the Trinartha Tin Plate? Works in strife. Option B, John Anthony. Alright folks, back to strife. Who's the big boss? And Trinartha Tin Plate works. Let's zoom in. John Anthony. Here is our man, John Anthony, the stubborn chairman, calls the shot and fuels the strife. Perfect. And Edgar Anthony, Edgar's the son young, softer, not the chairman, don't mix him up. William Sainsbury, board member, and Oliver Wanklin, and another director, but he is not running the show. John Anthony is the capitalist kingpin, whose rigidity sparks in the drama. John for chairman. जॉन एंथनी ट्रिनार्था का एक अध्यक्ष है, वह कठोर पूंजीवादी जो नाटक को शुरू करता है। The eldest son 1912 revolves around a conflict caused by Option A father opposing his son's love for a mate. Dear parents, let's unravel the eldest son 1912. What is the juicy conflict here? Let's dissect. A young man choosing between career and love. Sounds romantic, but not clear. Isn't the issue here out? A legal battle over inheritance. Inheritance, no counterroom. Drama, just family tension. So wrong. A military officer's moral dilemma, military, not a soldier, in sight pass. Option A, a father opposing his son's love for a maid spot on. Sir William Cheshire flipped out when his son prayed for a maid. Class, class alert. It's all about love crossing class lines and the father of fury. Eldest son emotional love dispute. सर विलियम अपने बेटे फ्रेड को नौकरानी के से प्यार का विरोध करता है. वर्ग और प्रेम का टकराव इसमें दर्शाता है. नेक्स्ट, द स्किन गेम 1920 represent a clash between option B, the aristocracy and the new wealthy class. Generations, age gap. No, it is not father versus son, it's class versus class. Out. And the church and the state, no sign of either. This is a social slugfest. Wrong. The legal profession and social activist, act, lawyers, activists, not here. Is a family feud over land? No. Land? No. Bang on the Hillcrest old aristocracy battle the hornblowers new money over property classic Galsworthy. The skin game is a war between old prestige and new caste timeless. Skin social classes in fight. Hillcrest पुराना अभिजात वर्ग और हॉर्नब्लोअर नया धन के बीच में जमीन का झगड़ा वर्ग संघर्ष की मिसाल. ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट आंसर. Class, prejudice, ideals, memorize, and characters conflict and the themes. Next, which two characters represent aristocracy and poverty in the skin game? Answer B. Hellcrest and Hornblower. Jacob Tetson and D. Lewis from loyalties, not skin games. Tritson is the solicitor, D. Lewis is a victim. William Falder and Christopher Wilwin. Falder from Justice and Wilwin from The Pigeon. And option D, Stephen Moore and Michael Stanway. Moore is the move, and Strange a bit of luck, bit of love. Hillcrist and Hornblower is the aristocratic landowner, old money tradition. Hornblower, the brass new money industrialist, not poor, but a foil to aristocracy. The class is spot on. Hillcrist, aristocracy. Hornblower, new wealth, not poverty per se, but the custom testing classes contrast. H. High class versus hustler. हिलक्रिस्ट पुराना अभिजात वर्ग, हॉर्नब्लोअर एक नया धन वर्ग, धनी वर्ग, टकराव की शानदार मिसाल. नेक्स्ट, who said he is but a poor philosopher who holds a view so narrow and as to exclude from forms not to his personal taste. Option B, John Galsworthy. Galsworthy, the humanist behind the Forsyte Saga, loved broad perspective. This fit his tolerant, reflective vibe perfectly. And the T.S. Eliot, the wasteland poet, deep but too symbolic for this practical wisdom. George Bernard Shaw witty, but he is more about social satire, Pygmalion, than philosophy of taste. No. D.S. Lawrence is all passion and nature. Lady Chatterley, this sound too measured for him. Pass. Option B is correct answer. Galsworthy's philosophy champions exclusively big point. Galsworthy generous in outlook. गल्सवर्दी ने कहा जो संकीर्ण सोच रखता है वह गरीब दार्शनिक है. खुली सोच का संदेश. नेक्स्ट, in which novel does the quote appear, the world is a fine place for those who go out to take it. There is lots of human unknown stuff in it yet. Option A man of Devon. Exam warriors, let's hunt the quote. It adventurous, optimistic. Where does it live in Galsworthy world? Fraternity. This novel about class and intellectual struggle. Too serious. Justice is a play, not a novel, and it's grim. Prison reform. No room for worldly adventures. Too late. The part of Forsyte Saga. The Forsyte Saga is about it's about family and property. Too domestic for this bold vibe. Option A, Jackpot. This early work, 1901, has a rugged, exploratory tone. The quote fits its hero peasants and the gist of life as unknown. यह उदाहरण एक अ मैन ऑफ द डेवन से है. दुनिया उसके लिए शानदार है जो इसे हासिल करने निकलते हैं. दिस इज डेयर टू द वेंचर आउट. नेक्स्ट, what was a key characteristic of Galsworthy's plays? Option B. They presented social injustice through sympathetic portrayals. of the unfortunate. Think justice, prisoners, strife workers, the peasant, outcast. He shines a light on the downtrodden with her. Galsworthy, giver of the sympathy of society. गाल्सवर्दी के नाटक सामाजिक अन्याय को दर्शाते हैं, दुर्भाग्यशाली लोगों के प्रति सहानुभूति के साथ साथ उनका खास गुण. How did Galsworthy often depict the underprivileged in his plays? Option A tragic heroes. Yes, William Falder's Justice, David Roberts' Strife, Faith in Windows, flawed suffering but noble in their struggles, perfect. गैल्सवर्दी गरीबों को दुखद नायकों की तरह दिखाते थे, समाज में के शिकार पर सम्मानजनक उनकी शैली का कमाल. नेक्स्ट, what metaphor did Galsworthy use to describe society's attitude towards an offender? Option B, a human herd with heads lowered and horns pointed. Yes, in the Justice 1910, he paints society as a herd, mindless, charging at the offender with judgment spot on. गाल्सवर्दी समाज को सींग नीचे करके हमला करने वाली मानव भीड़ कहते हैं, अपराधी पर आक्रमण का सटीक चित्र. नेक्स्ट, which of the Galsworthy's plays depict society's sympathy for the underdog? Option B, the peasant. Christopher Welwyn, the artist, showed sympathy and on society's outcast, bigots, drunk society comparison science here. The Peasant, 1912, is Galsworthy's ode to empathy for the underdog. The Peasant में समाज के कागरी and वेल्विन उनका मसीहा है. Why are Galsworthy's problems plays still of interest today? Because of their controversial themes. Why do we still care about Galsworthy's plays? Let's dig in. Because of their mastery of dramatic techniques, solid staging, yes, but that is not the hook to technical art. Option C, because they have been adapted into modern films. Some adaptations exist, but not that's not why they endure. No. Option D, because they features exaggerated characters and unrealistic settings. Exaggerated, unreal. No, he is grounded wrong. Option A, because of their controversial themes. Yes, class, strife, justice, prejudice, loyalties, these hot topics still resonate today. Galsworthy's plays tackle timeless controversies, perfect for problem plays, provocative play points। गल्सवर्दी के नाटक विवादास्पद थीम्स, वर्ग न्याय पूर्वाग्रह के कारण आज भी प्रासंगिक हैं। नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज वन क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ Galsworthy's play Loyalties 1922? ऑप्शन बी, it failed to maintain an even balance between two groups. Yes, critics says Galsworthy tilts toward the levies, the outsider, over the aristocrats' even uneven sympathy. Loyalties is strong but criticized for bias towards the underdog. Love critics questions Loyalties lopsided outlook। लॉयल्टीज में दो समूह अवजात वर्ग और डे लेविस के बीच संतुलन की कमी की आलोचना का कारण है। नेक्स्ट, which of the following is an example of Galsworthy's earlier dramatic work? Option A, Justice। Yes, his breakout hit tackling prison reforms early and iconic। Justice, jump start of Galsworthy। जस्टिस 1910 गर्ल्सवर्दी का शुरुआती नाटक है, उनके करियर की शानदार शुरुआत। नेक्स्ट, व्हाट वाज अ कॉमन इशू विद Galsworthy's plays problem plays? ऑप्शन ए, they had short-lived popularity। Critics says his plays hit hard in their time, justice strive, but their topically faded and society moved on spot on problem plays hope for a period। गल्सवर्दी की समस्या नाटकों की लोकप्रियता का कम समय तक रही, उस दौर की बात आज कम प्रभाव। Which play by Galsworthy deals with the flaws of the justice system? Option C, Justice। Bang on just what William Falder's tragic tale Injustice rips apart the harsh prison system, Galsworthy's masterpiece। जस्टिस न्याय व्यवस्था की खामियों को उजागर करता है, फाल्डर की कहानी इसका प्रूफ है। How does Galsworthy's realism sometimes affect his storytelling? Option C, it occasionally crossed into sentimentality। Yes, his love for the underdog justice, the peasant, sometimes gets messy, tears over reason, critics not here। गाल्सवर्दी का यथार्थवाद कभी कभी भावुकता में बदल जाता है, दिल को छूने की कोशिश ज्यादा हो जाती है। Next, John Galsworthy was similar to H. G. Wells in his focus on option C, social problems. Galsworthy tackles class, strife, justice, prejudice, loyalties, while Wells his slums to Pange, inequality, social out crusaders, both. Next, how does the passage describe Galsworthy's writing style compared to the Wells? Option B. Galsworthy wrote in a cultivated prose style. Yes, compared to Wells' brisk, bold strokes, Galsworthy's prose, Justice the Skin Game, is refined, elegant, gentlemanly storytelling. गल्सवर्दी की शैली सुसंस्कृत थी, शांत परिष्कृत, जबकि वेल्स तेज और आक्रामक थे। स्टाइल का फर्क समझो। What major honor did Galsworthy refuse? Option B. Knighthood. Yes, in 1918, he refused a knighthood, didn't want the star, the Sir Tag stayed true to his roots. Which of the following is a key characteristic of Galsworthy's literary works? Option B. Psychological depth and social critique. Which novel is considered Galsworthy's masterpiece? Option B. The Man of Property. Brave New World, Aldous Huxley. And The Passage of India to India, A.M. Foster. And The Man of Property, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. Next, in contrast to Wells, Galsworthy's writing approach can be described as option B, thoughtful and analytical. Yes, Galsworthy dissects society, strife, loyalties with claim, sharp insight, perfect. गल्सवर्दी का तरीका विचारशील और विश्लेषणात्मक था, वेल्स के उग्र अंदाज में से अलग। नेक्स्ट, which of the following themes is not commonly found in the Galsworthy's work? Option C, scientific innovations. Sci-fi, no. That's Wells. The Time Machine. Galsworthy skips gadgets. Next, what major literary form did Galsworthy's work on apart from novel? Option C, scientific innovation. And 141, option C, drama and plays. Justice, strife, loyalties, his plays, lacking society, head out on. Next, what is a key difference between Galsworthy's and Wells as mentioned is the passage? Option B, well focused on futuristic themes while Galsworthy analyzed contemporary society. Which of the following best describe Galsworthy's attitude towards his literary works? Option B. He aimed to each work to be finished piece of art. Next, according to the passage, how did Galsworthy view social problems? He saw them as inevitable and to be endured. गाल्सवर्दी सामाजिक समस्याओं को अपरिहार्य मानते थे, सहन करने की बात करते थे. What pen name did Galsworthy use for his early novels? Option B. John Silver. Why were Galsworthy's early novels rejected by publishers? Option B. They lacked artistic and literary merit. Next, which novel brought Galsworthy into prominence as a leading novelist? Option C. The Man of Property. What narrative techniques did Galsworthy introduce in The Man of Property? Option B. Balancing the virtue and vices of characters within a family. Next, the central character of The Man of Property. Option B. Soames Forsyte. Soames Forsyte is the man of property. Next, which aspects of Galsworthy's writing was often criticized? Option not perfectly fits what this closest lack of deep character analysis. फ्रांस गाल्सवर्दी की आलोचना कभी-कभी भावुकता के लिए बहुत गहराई से होती थी। I hope you like this video. Thank you. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share and share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, press the bell icon for all latest updates. Thank you for watching. If you focused this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for more informative content and make sure to hit the bell icon to never miss any update. See you in the next video, part 4. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning. Thank you. Thank you so much.